Ask why this was not played, because Stockfish knows how to mate with bishop and a knight. You might not. That's not even an insult. Like, it's a very hard checkmate, but Stockfish does. 9.99% of chess players, you never play a4 here. Like, if I gave 10,000 people below the level of 2,200 this position and they knew nothing about the opening, I don't know, 50 of them would play a4. And I know at this point, this is where you in the comments go, well, actually, I was thinking about them. Shut up. Do me and yourself a favor and stop lying to yourself, all right? Not just in chess. Well, yes, I do study chess. No, you don't. You solve 8 puzzles, you get 5 of them wrong, then you play 2 blitz games, you rage, and you go back to playing Overwatch 2 or whatever it is that you're playing. When you capture max value, that's more forcing. Now, black takes like this. Black does not take with the pawn because black doesn't want to split the pawns in the endgame, right? Nihal is thinking 10 moves ahead. You think 1 move ahead. I think 2 moves ahead. Nihal thinks 10 moves ahead, okay? You don't even think 1 move ahead. Don't give yourself that much credit. Don't lie to yourself. We talked about that earlier. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of a big fan of Magnus Carlsen. Now, listen, I know this is shocking news for many of you. I don't feature Magnus in a lot of my videos. Chess is a brutal game. This is an incredible tactic. Always look for checks, right? White did. White looked at this, and this, and this. But what White didn't look at was, and you could pause here and try to find it, was the absolutely absurd Queen to C2 check! Oh my goodness, the absolute haymaker! The Francis Ngannou uppercut on Alistair Overeem! Queen C2! The point is, if you don't take the queen and you go to A2 or A1, it's simply mate. But good lord, if you accept the sacrifice, now bishop F5 is checkmate. You have been lured into a checkmating attack, and there is a direct assault on your king, and you cannot move anywhere. Takes F7. Okay, rook F7. And now the only winning move for white. Try to find it. You won't, unless you're cheating. The only winning move here for white is king H2. It's king H2. You know what the idea of king H2 is? It's the fact that black has no moves. You get out of the check of queen and knight anywhere, and then you just go queen d4. All right, you cut off the king, rook f3, rook g3. That's it. Queen d4, and so on. That's it. King h2 is, yeah, shut up, Stockfish pawn. And again, when I watch one of you guys play a move like h4, I just laugh because you guys are bozos. But when Magnus plays a move like h4, I give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, wow, it's Magnus h4. Ooh, long castles. Black is fine. The problem is in chess, one move can be the difference between winning and losing. I'm sure you know that. You've tried to cross 900 before, and then you hung checkmate in one move. And that was the 7th time that happened. Very brilliant. I'm going to label it just so, you know, Max feels good about himself. I know Max is probably a very serious chess contender, but let's all be honest with ourselves. All strong grandmasters are also Gothamchess subscribers. And actually, you can now no longer take the bishop because, again, we just talked about this. Well, the queen gets in. And this is at least a draw for white. And I mean, black could probably lose this position by allowing something like knight takes g5 and not queen there, knight there, or queen h7. Or the top engine move here is to go d5 first because computer is a scumbag. You will hang your queen once every 6 moves. He did it too. But he also got 5 brilliant moves and won the game by check. In this position, Magnus Carlsen finds a sacrifice for the ages. First, Magnus sacrifices the knight! Knight takes b4. That is protected by 2 pieces in the white position. What could possibly be the idea? The idea is simple. It's not a check. It's not a capture. The knight used to cover that square. Now Magnus sacrifices the rook! He gives away the rook completely. Why? Because if you take it, it's cross, apple, sauce. Oh my goodness. He just loses. Who would you consider to be the greatest chess player of all time? And please don't say me, because that is the obvious answer. I'm serious, Kasparov has the Croatian flag. He actually, I think, lives in Croatia like half of the year. That's at least what the stories are. I have zero evidence of this. I have not been to Gary Kasparov's house. But Gary, if you watch this one day, please do invite me. I'm sure it will be very special. For me, not for Gary. Some chess purists are gonna watch this and go, well, he would never do that in a 90-minute tournament. He would never do that in the candidates. Yeah, I'm aware. What point are you trying to make? Magnus, very simple approach. He's a customer of the Endgames Masterclass for legal reasons. I have no evidence of this. Mafia got caught, ratted him out to the government. I don't know why they called it the Norwegian rat. Maybe this knight is supposed to be a rat. Are rats big in Norway? They're very big in New York, both literally and metaphorically. Like, they're everywhere. Just after you're done watching this video, go watch a video of a rat eating pizza on the New York City subway. I mean, they're smarter than like half of Americans probably. Number one, I am still very handsome. And number two, Magnus Carlsen is the best chess player on the entire planet. Hikaru's saying, you can't mate me. You can't mate me. Very tricky line. I lost to a Russian 25-50 in the Czech Republic in 2019. It was a 90-minute game. I spent about 80 of my minutes, and he spent about 5. He just played every move in like 10 seconds. Like, he would come back, make a move, and leave. And he just beat me. It was very depressing. Click the timestamp and skip ahead to it, because every time you click the timestamp stamp to go ahead to the Magnus game, a puppy gets kicked somewhere in the world. Exactly what he does, and he plays knight d4 and all this. At some point, all Dutch positions are basically on the verge of collapse. This is coming from someone who has played hundreds of games of the Leningrad Dutch in his life, although maybe slightly of a lower quality than MVL, but like not that much, because the truth is, even though he's a lot stronger than me, this opening sucks. And y'all keep making me make courses. You're like, make a Dutch course. I'm like, why? If I want to sell you garbage, I'll sell you my bathwater. All right. Did you click the damn timestamp even after I said that puppies will be kicked if you do? That is so messed up. How dare you? You know, Pete is going to be in the comment section. One of my favorite variations ever, this F4 move. Yeah, sacking the bishop. It's in the Gotham Gambits course. Link is in the description. Random ad in the middle of your video that you can't skip because it's me. Like, your French structure never moved. Do you understand that? Alpha Zero annihilated the French defense. It also beat the Caro-Kann. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, oh, I play the French, I must not play the French anymore. I don't know why that's what you sound like, but that's what my overly concerned 900 ELO player sounds like. These computers are like 3600. People at 900 hang a queen by move 10. Like, by move 15 is already an accomplishment to not do it. So, everybody relax. Okay, F5. King H1. Oh, Stockfish, you gonna copy me now? Knight G6. You're gonna try to copy me. Pawn takes F5. Oh, Stockfish, you're so cute. You think that I'm gonna blunder a fork. That's adorable. Knight F4. I'm down 3 pawns. Last game I was down 4, and I know I need to be down at least 3 to make it into a Gothamchess YouTube video. Normally, Magnus will walk with you hand in hand to cross the street and then push you in front of a bus. This is nowadays one of the most popular continuations against Knight C6 in the Sicilian defense, and this is called the Rossolimo. Rossolimo, okay? Sounds like a type of pasta. That was wildly stereotypical. So that this bishop is kind of useless. Also, white is not playing the move e5 because even though that might appeal to your brain, not every move in chess needs to attack something. Which is a team format. It's kind of like leagues are fun formats in chess. A lot of, just like your favorite athletes, your favorite football players, they play for their club team. It's very typical for chess players who don't have YouTube channels or don't want to teach to make a living by getting paid to represent a various company sponsor like in the Bundesliga, which also exists in chess. And you would think that by being 750 points higher than the next closest human, they would follow chess principles. Like castling, because you haven't yet. In this position, Stockfish plays king to e2. Because it can. Because what are you gonna do about it is really the question, right? Like, what like, can you prove that this move is bad? King e2 is just basically saying, I'm solid in the center. Now, from this point forward, white just goes belligerently on the gas pedal, not really, because she can't drive. Bishop g5, all right? Well, maybe she can drive, but she should be a little young for that skill. There's this ridiculous line, and yeah, if bishop takes d4, it's queen d4. I remember this. Yep. If knight d4, then it's checkmate. Yeah, this is some ridiculous opening trap where white can win in like 7 moves. I thought it was just knight f6, but computer thinks I'm an idiot, but we all knew that anyway. Grishuk says, you want to open the position? Let's open the whole thing up. Except he probably said it more like, I mean, okay, you want to open up the position? I mean, okay. He takes We've abandoned our king, all right? The queen, the knight, the rook all arrive, and the entire army is smoking a blunt like on the valley over there. Children, a blunt is, well, ask your parents. Queen F5. They know, trust me. They pretend they don't, but they know. They all know. They all know. Liability. It kind of reinvented itself and now stands center in the middle of the board and is kind of the glue of Black's position. Let that be a motivational lesson for some of you. If you sometimes feel out of place and at your wit's end and out of options, persevere, because one day you will end up the focal point of whatever it is that you're trying to lose your queen. It's a bad move, but, some people have made a career on it, and they've got a, gambit named after them. Like, I don't want you to watch this video and go, oh my god, I play that. Am I going to lose all my games? No, you're not a 3,800 level engine. You might not even be 800. You are 3,000 points away from the best computer in the world. White has played h4, h5, rook h3. The obvious idea is to create an attack on the king side. So you know what it does? It castles. It looks at itself and goes, yeah, do something. Do something. Come on. Swing. You want to hit me so bad? Swing. Not try to checkmate this person with queen h5. Instead, playing very well, developing in the center. Good stuff. This is the best game thus far by our cheater. Best game so far. They even won a pawn. Oh my goodness, they're up a pawn. This is the best game that they've played. This is incredible. Oh my goodness, it's their best game. They lost the queen, they lost the knight, they lost the pawn, they resigned. Oh! Is good. They just need to castle. They just need to play knight c3. Life is good. Life is bad. Life is very bad. They just lost the queen. They just... Anyway, that's Miao Yi Lu, and she's probably a better chess player than me and you. That rhymed. That's how we'll end the video. Get out of here.